It's time to change. If you like country, we play it. If you like pop, we play it. If you like Latin music, we play it. If you like rock and roll, we play it. Because no one does fusion music like we do. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Programs presented are submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM, The Boss, and affiliates.
Hey, here we are. Welcome everybody to Superhuman with Dr. B and Jason Phelps. We're coming to you remotely today. We didn't make it into the studio. We dodged a big bullet though. We just missed, a big Cat 4 hurricane that almost hit us, but luckily shifted a little bit to the right. Not luckily for us, not luckily for anybody that experienced a lot. But I want to jump into it because we've got a lot of info. I'm looking forward to learning a lot today. I'm honored to have one of the leading, if not the leading expert in the world on colostrum on today, Dr. Anthony Kleinsmith. So welcome, Dr. Kleinsmith. Really want to learn a lot about your colostrum and some of your products with your company. At Superhuman, we're always looking to, extend health span, longevity, improve just the human, overall human function. And colostrum has been something that's been around for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
But the quality with the question with anything is quality, right?
Right.
And just like we're seeing with the CBD, craze right now, it's CBD is everywhere. CBD works, but it's just what's the proper product? Same thing with colostrum. So, I'm looking forward to listening Dr. Kleinsmith explain his products. And so, welcome, Dr. Kleinsmith. I wanted to have you kind of give everybody your what got you into specifically, researching colostrum, and what are some of the benefits. I really want to dig into some of the benefits.
Well, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Everybody calls me Dr. K because Kleinsmith is just, too long, right?
Yeah.
But it's interesting because I grew up on a small dairy farm in Wellsville, Utah, and I was a high-functioning ADHD male, still am. But back then, boy, I could create some very creative chaos, right? So my dad thought it would be a good thing for me to have some responsibility. I bought my very first bull calf, and that's very important. A bull calf back then, right? I'm 55, I'll be 56 in September. A bull calf back then to the dairy farmers were kind of a cast-off. So I bought my very first bull calf that was already a day old. And it's important to understand that with a baby calf, they work very differently than you and I, right? Before we ever see the light of day, Mom has already given us a lot of our immune factors, growth factors. They kind of jumpstart us before we ever take our first breath, right? But a baby calf doesn't work that way. If it doesn't get at least 2 quarts, there's an 85% sickness or mortality rate. Now, I know that today, right, because of all the research that we've been involved with. But back then, it was $5 to an 8-year-old, right? That was a lot of money. Well, I was responsible to raise it, to save it, and we did that through a concoction. My dad grew up on a very big farm in Murdo, South Dakota, and 2 eggs with the shell, shot of whiskey, and first milk, right? At least that's what we called it back then. Today we know it was colostrum.